Hello, welcome back to my channel. So, mindfulness and mental health. How can mindfulness help mental health? Well, what is mindfulness? The definition, which I think came from Jon Kabat Zinn, and you'll find lots of videos on YouTube with him, meditations and talks and what have you. His definition is something like this. Mindfulness is paying attention on purpose to the present moment and accepting it without judgment. So, how can that help your mental health? Paying attention to the present moment and accepting it without judgment. Well, if you think about depression, depression can be to do with things gone by, regrets we have, sadness about past events, and we can kind of ruminate on things about the past, which makes us feel rubbish. Or this anxiety. Anxiety is always about the future, worrying about the future, even if it's 10 minutes in the future. It's always a fear of what's going to happen, how we're going to deal with things or whatever. Being mindful allows you to be in the moment. Now, it could be in the moment and notice your anxiety. But what can be helpful is that when you sit still with those feelings and listen to the thoughts that are attached to those feelings, that are creating those feelings, you might sort of think, is that thought correct? Or is it BS, basically? Whereas normally, when you're an automatic pilot, you don't have the awareness. Mindfulness gives you an awareness of what's happening in your brain, in your body, all around you. And it's like, why would you not want to be aware? Well, I suppose reasons to not want to be aware, because sometimes being aware is painful. And that might be to do with pain in your body that you don't want to feel. Because, I mean, what do a lot of us do as soon as we have pain in our body? We take a painkiller. We want to stop it dead. I mean, I've had chronic pain issues, neck and shoulder pain issues, but painkillers didn't touch the pain. Well, any kind of painkillers that would still allow me to function, they didn't do anything. So I kind of suffered with that pain, and most of the time I was like, oh, like this, like you are with pain. And then I read a book called Effortless Pain Relief by Ingrid, I don't know if it's Bacci or Bacci, it's B-A-C-C-I. And I don't think she mentions the word mindfulness. But her technique was mindfulness. I could be wrong, it's a long time since I've read it. But she said focus on the pain. Now that just goes against the grain, doesn't it? That seems counterintuitive. If you're in pain, why would you want to focus on it? But anyway, I thought, well, I'll try it. And surprisingly, it helped. And maybe that's to do with the fact that when you're resisting something, you're more tense. And certainly if you're in pain and you're resisting, you'll maybe tense up. So if you're relaxed and you're focused, that could just relax your muscles. And then if your muscles are relaxed, you're not in as much pain. Maybe that's how it works. I'm not sure, but it has worked, and it's worth trying. I mean, mindfulness now, even though it's an ancient practice, it's been incorporated into a lot of sort of modern day therapies, physical therapies and psychological therapies, as a way to manage pain, mental and physical pain and discomfort and what have you. Sorry, I'm a bit blind without my glasses, even though they're on my head. I can't really see if I'm central or not on the video. So yes, mindfulness for pain relief. I lose my drift. I'm sorry. You probably sat there thinking, you were saying this, and I can't remember. Apart from, yeah, it's counterintuitive to stay with pain. We want to get away from it. But when we're spending time trying to escape things and distract ourselves and avoid, we're missing out on an opportunity to learn something. It might be, so for example, we're getting headaches and we just keep taking paracetamols, and yeah, it takes it off for a bit, then the headache comes back. Now, if we sit with the pain and notice the pain, perhaps just being still, stilling our mind and paying attention will allow us to realise that the reason we're getting headaches is because we're dehydrated or because we need glasses. Hopefully it's not because we've got a brain tumour, but the point is, if you're taking a painkiller every time, you're not going to find out why you've got headaches. It's giving you an opportunity to whatever that is, to I don't know what word I was going to say then. It gives you an opportunity to find out why you might have a headache. Now, I'm not saying, if you've got a really severe acute pain in your side, that you just sit there and, and tune into the pain, because maybe your appendix has burst, and if you don't get to the hospital quick, you're going to die. Use your common sense. But certainly for chronic pain, and chronic pain is there for a reason, and it might be an emotional reason, mental reason. Tune into it. Jon Kabat Zinn uses mindfulness. He's got a program called Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction, I think, MBSR, and he uses it with patients who've not had much luck with conventional treatments. So they've got a variety, like high blood pressure and stress and things like that, and he's used mindfulness to good effect with these people. So yeah, it's good. What else do I want to say about mindfulness? I think I like the accept without judgment part, because I know for myself I've been very hard on myself when I've had emotions that I feel are not accepted. So the SD card was full, so the video cut off mid-sentence. What I was saying, and I probably don't need to say anything else really, because I've gone on quite a bit, I think, already. But what I was saying about the mindfulness is, and what I like about it, is the part about accepting without judgment. Our thoughts, our feelings, who we are, whatever situation we're in. Try and accept without judgment. Be still with it. But it's about kindness, isn't it? It's about being kind to yourself as well, which it certainly can't hurt to be kinder to ourselves. A lot of people who've got mental health issues, either depression or anxiety or whatever else, tend not to be very kind to themselves. Have quite a bit of negative self-talk. Mindfulness teaches you to not have that negative self-talk. Well, it teaches you to notice. But you can question, I think like I've said already, that you can question any thoughts that you have once you start paying attention to them. But be gentle, be kind, and get into that habit of being gentle and kind with yourself. We're all just human beings doing the best that we can. Quite vulnerable in a lot of ways. And a lot of us have been through pretty crappy situations that wasn't anything to do with, it wasn't our fault. And yet we kind of grow up to think things are our fault, and then we're mean to ourselves, which doesn't help anything. It doesn't get you out of the hole that you're in. So yeah, being mindful, not judging, accepting, can move you forward in life, move you to a better place. And I think I'll probably just leave it at that. If you've got any comments, please do leave a comment, even if it's, well, that was a right load of old shite. Actually, I'm saying that. I'd be quite hurt if you left a comment like that. But at least it's a comment. If you like it, if you liked anything about the video, even the fact that it's just ending, if you've watched this far, which if you didn't like it, you probably haven't. But anyway, just a like or even a dislike. I think it all helps in terms of me getting my videos seen by others. I'm not quite sure. I need to excuse me, check out the YouTube algorithm, see how that works. I guess probably posting videos a bit more regularly than I do won't go amiss. But anyway, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.